What's up, everybody? Today I am on the lawn at Pebble Beach to look at a very exciting new concept from Lamborghini, the new Lamborghini Lanzador concept. And here with me I have somebody very special who's going to talk us through the car. Please introduce yourself.
Hi,
sir.
Welcome also from my side. My name is Ruben Moore, so I'm the Chief Technical Officer of Lamborghini. It's really a pleasure now to give you some insights in this fantastic show car. I mean, first of all, we start with the shape of the car, because it's a very unusual shape. Because we make a mixture between a real supercar shape. So if you would, for instance, for 1 second forget the wheel diameter, and you look on the side view, it's really the shape of our supercars. So we have a cab forward design, we have the fly line, the typical Lamborghini proportions. Also, if you look at the greenhouse, the car is it's a little bit boxy, the greenhouse. That is typical Lambo. And on the other hand, we have a tire diameter that is the same tire diameter of the Urus, so it's a kind of elevated. Therefore, we call it Ultra GT. If you look how amazing huge are the wheels.
Yes.
This, to be honest, the stance. If you look at the rear wheel, I mean, it stands. It's really fantastic.
24-inch wheels.
23.
Okay, 23.
But I mean, look at this. This is really fantastic. And it's a 2+2 seater. So, but if you look at the fly line, it's really like a sports car. And on the rear, nevertheless, so it's a two-door concept, so like a coupe. But on the rear, you have really enough space. So it's not really this kind of tiny 2+2 where, in fact, the back seats are only to put the bag there.
Yes.
Here you can really sit in.
Yes.
And you have also space for activity, because if you look, we have here, even in this car now, for sure it's a show, but we have a surfboard in it. Yeah, you can see we have a huge tailgate, so you can really also easy put the things in the car. We have a lot of roominess here in the center console, because it's a full electric car, so we have space there. But we have also the typical Lamborghini sitting position. The height of the sitting position is exactly the same than in a supercar. Okay. So if you are in the car with a view on the dashboard, with a strong inclination of the A-pillar, you have the feeling that you sit in one of our supercars, like the Huracan or the Revuelto.
Yeah.
And this is really fantastic, because we combine the best of
both worlds.
Of both worlds.
Right. Oh yeah.
And then, for sure, from the technology point of view, we have really some very, very smart solutions. If you look, for instance, here on the active aerodynamics, we have here an air channel. The air is flowing, going in here, and it is not for the brake cooling or something, it's blowing the diffuser. So we have different configuration in this car regarding. One configuration is more efficiency oriented, means low aerodynamic resistance, and one is very downforce oriented. For instance, we have here on the front movable elements. These are moving out or in. Yes. Now they are out, collecting more air. We have a movable front splitter, actively moving for the downforce. We have movable blades here to open and close the brake cooling, so reducing aerodynamic drag or increasing, let me say, the brake cooling. Then we have a very, very nice feature. We have, here's an air channel. You see my hand?
Yes.
Here we have an S-duct. The air is going in here under the light, is flowing under the hood and exiting here.
Okay.
And then a feature I will show you in some seconds. Very cool. We have, in the supercar, sometimes we have louvers, openings on the fenders to reduce the overpressure in the wheel arch. Here we have it also, even if you don't see it here, because they are under the hood, so the air is going out of the wheel arch, flowing here, flowing there, and exiting here. Yes. So this is a very, very cool feature. Later on, I will open the hood, and then you can see it.
Oh, yeah.
But let's go to the rear. Also here we have a lot of active elements. We have here the plates that are going in and out. Now they're out. What are they doing? They are building a channel for the air and influencing the flow to the rear. Here we have also an air channel here, going in, going out, that we can close. So you can decide, or the car, let me say, depending on the mode, is deciding if you have more flow here, so means more downforce on the rear, or you have more reduced aerodynamic resistance. Blades are moving in, moving out, making elongation, a kind of long tail, influencing the flow, the turbulences, and also the blades of the diffuser here. These are movable, going in, going out. And you see we have really working a huge diffuser. Yes. Because it's possible also, again, because it's a full electric car, we have no exhaust system. So you can really have a quite fast acceleration.
Am I noticing? I see a little bit of the
Wow.
new Countach
Yeah,
with
also,
the taillight here.
to be honest, also if you look here, this proportion, it's really Lambo supercar. It's
Yes.
really cool, a little bit Countach. This is also a little bit Cyan, so we have really typical
Cyan and
Lamborghini
Countach,
elements.
yeah.
And what is really sexy from my point of view, if I'm allowed to say it, is that you see the profile of the
Yeah,
tire.
oh
You know,
yeah.
I mean, if
Very
you look at this,
Countach-like.
they also it's like a motorcycle. You know, it's really,
Yes.
it's really sporty.
How wide are these tires?
These are, I think, 335. Let me check. What is where is the thing? Is
Zeros?
25.
325.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty wide, boy.
So, and then one cool thing, to be honest. Also on the roof, you see the glass, the glass, and the mixture between glass and carbon fiber is a full carbon fiber roof.
Cut out the
Very
glass
cool,
into
very
the
cool.
carbon.
It gives really a completely different impression of the roominess. And then one also, something that I have to show you, the steering wheel, to be honest, because we have additional function on the steering wheel. First of all, it's really like a pilot thing. We want that you have a good interaction with the car, because for us in the full electric case, the focus is the driving experience. So not for sure the performance is one thing, but the interaction of the car with the driver. This is one of our focus fields.
Yeah.
And here we have this. On the left, you have how you want to drive the car. Here we have the classical driving modes, means Sport, Strada, Corsa, and so on. Here we have the piloted driving functions, assisted driving. And here on the right side, we have, I call it always spice, the salt and the pepper.
Yeah.
So here, you can readjust the drivetrain, so you can choose a more efficient setup or a more performance-oriented setup.
Okay.
And here, we call it pilot intelligence. This is controlling the slip of the wheels based on a very precise wheel speed control that is only possible in the full electric case.
Okay.
Because you can control much
By
better,
the
let me say, the
millimeter,
electric
right.
motor. And here you can select really different levels that gives you, on one hand, a very precise controlled behavior, or a more playful, slippy behavior, means you can have lower limits for the traction control.
Yeah.
You can really have the wheel speed under control, the wheel slip under control. So this gives you a new possibility of, let me say, of driving experience.
In there, we've got that little surfboard, which is very cool. It looks like a carbon fiber surfboard.
Yeah,
if I'm
for
not
sure. I mean,
mistaken.
Lambo is typical. Carbon fiber is one of our core fields. Therefore,
Are the, I can't even tell, are the headrests kind of floating? How is,
the headrests,
yeah.
yeah, the headrests are let me say, positioned at the roof, are fixed on the roof.
Oh, they're fixed on the roof, yes.
And now I show you what
Yes.
I talked before, the front hood.
Yes.
Here you see the louvers, you know.
Oh, yeah.
This is really like, it's like a sports guy that wears a suit. So you have the muscles under the suit. And here we have for sure also a front luggage compartment. In the reality, in the real car, it will be even a little bit bigger. This is more only related to the technique under the body. Very cool. You have here the exit of the air regarding this air duct. So really cool. Also, you see here our carbon fiber with the Y shape, the
Yes.
bull, simulate to the bull horns. And another thing, we have here a typical, we call it pilot glass, because we have here the sensor, all the sensors under the glass.
Yeah.
And here we have a light that is demonstrating if the car is fully charged or not.
Okay.
So it's then changing the color.
What's the philosophy there with the sound of an electric car, and how do we emulate what people love about Lamborghini, but now with electric motors?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, this is for sure still a challenge. We have also not decided about the final direction. At the moment, we are investigating different ways. I can only tell you, for instance, the Revuelto has also sound on the exterior, because it's also asked by regulations. So you need a kind of warning sound for the pedestrians. And we wanted to do also there something special. So we were coming from the natural frequencies of the e-motor, highlighting some of the frequencies and adding some typical Lamborghini, let me say, frequencies, without imitating something too much, because what we don't want to do is making a kind of, let me say, completely fake, you know?
Yes,
I mean, imitating completely combustion engine or something like this. On this direction we are not going.
Okay.
But the final sound, how it will sound like, this is still a work to go, to be honest. But we have also time, you know?
Yes.
I mean, the sound at the moment, our experts are working in it, also with some customer clinics, you know, to understand what is perceived. By the way, I learned also a lot during the last month and years. about, let me say, really the science of emotions, because emotions are not by chance. You can measure them via the heartbeat and some physical reactions of the body. And then in our driving simulator, we are really fine-tuning and checking what is the reaction of different people to the specific sound. Our baseline is that we want to come from something that is already there, because we want to have a strong connection between what is happening in the car and what is the sound doing.
Yes.
Because otherwise you have always a decoupling, and this is then artificial. Then you have the feeling that it's a fake, you know? And on this we are working, but it's still work in progress. So the decision is not taken.
Okay.
So you can be
Awesome.
excited.
Awesome, and we can guarantee it's going to be a two-door? Do we know? Do we think two-door? Do we think maybe four-door?
At the moment we are deeply convinced about the two-door.
Okay, I hope
Because
so.
because you know there is also in the future an Urus. The Urus will be still there.
Right, of course.
So if you need more doors, you have to buy both. You know.
Yes, because you have two-door, two-seat.
Yeah.
You have four-door, four-seat.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Maybe something in the
and
middle.
this is
you
now
know.
a two-door, four-seat. Yeah.
And can you talk to me one last thing? Lanzador. Talk to me a little bit about the name, the influence. I know that's a big thing with Lamborghini.
I mean, the big thing of Lamborghini is always that we're choosing bull names.
Yes.
So it's really the name of an existing bull. I think, if I remember well, this bull was at the beginning of the 90s active.
Okay.
And he was really a very winning guy and also a very brave bull.
Okay.
So therefore, Lanzador. But it has also a double meaning, because Lanzador means also a kind of, let me say, throwing something, you know? Throwing something in front of you. And this is something that makes also sense with this car, because we are anticipating the future.
Yes.
This is the next thing for sure, not tomorrow, but this is the next thing for Lamborghini. Therefore.
Cool. Awesome, thank you
It
so
was
much.
really a pleasure.
Thank you so much for touring us
Really
around
a pleasure.
the car. I hope
See
you
ya.
all have enjoyed. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, be sure to subscribe to carbuzz.com and ring that notification bell to be alerted of our latest videos. I'll see you next time.